The Great Space Adventure. The Journey to New Earth. The Earth's Big Problem. Once upon a time, on our beautiful blue planet Earth, there was a big problem. The air was getting too dirty to breathe, the oceans were filling with yucky stuff, and the weather was going crazy. Plants, animals, and people were all having a tough time. Everyone was worried, but nobody knew what to do. The starry scientists. That's when a group of super smart scientists decided to help. They loved looking at the stars and dreamed of what might be out there in space. The leader of these scientists was a woman named Dr. Stella Star. She had wild, curly hair that looked like a bunch of tiny galaxies, and she always wore a lab coat covered in colorful planet stickers. Dr. Stella was the smartest person anyone had ever met, but she was also very kind and always had a warm smile for everyone. Dr. Stella and her team worked day and night in their secret laboratory. It was a magical place filled with blinking computers, shiny telescopes, and all sorts of cool gadgets. Some of the machines went beep boop, while others made funny whirring noises. The lab smelled like a mix of bubblegum and rocket fuel, which was a weird but nice smell. One night, while everyone else was sleeping, Dr. Stella was looking through their biggest telescope. Suddenly, she saw something amazing, a huge star that was about to go out, just like a candle flame. But instead of being scared, Dr. Stella got very excited. "Eureka!" she shouted, jumping up and down. Her shout was so loud it woke up all the other scientists. They came running, rubbing sleepy dust from their eyes. "What is it, Dr. Stella?" they asked. With eyes twinkling brighter than any star, she said, "That dying star could be our ticket to a new home." Dr. Stella explained her idea. She thought that if they could use the power from the dying star, they might be able to create a special doorway in space called a wormhole. This wormhole could take them to a new planet where everyone could live safely and happily. It was a crazy idea, but sometimes crazy ideas are the best ones. The whole team got to work right away. They drew plans, solved tricky math problems, and built a gigantic machine. It looked like a mix between a rocket ship and a shiny disco ball. They called it the Star Catcher. Building it wasn't easy, there were a lot of nuts and bolts to tighten, and sometimes the scientists bonked their heads or got tangled in wires. But they never gave up. Finally, after months of hard work, it was time to test the Star Catcher. Everyone on Earth held their breath. Even the birds stopped chirping, and the wind seemed to pause. Dr. Stella pressed the big red button, and the Star Catcher rumbled and shook. It shot a beam of light into the sky that was brighter than a million fireflies. For a moment, nothing happened. Dr. Stella bit her lip nervously. Then suddenly, high up in the sky, a swirling pool of colorful light appeared. It looked like a rainbow had turned into a whirlpool. The wormhole was open. Dr. Stella and her brave team were the first to step through the wormhole. It felt like riding the swishiest, swirliest water slide in the universe. When they came out on the other side, they couldn't believe their eyes. They found a beautiful new planet with skies so blue they made you want to laugh. The water was cleaner than the cleanest bathtub, and there were friendly animals they had never seen before. One looked like a cross between a bunny and a butterfly. Excitedly, they sent a message back to Earth. "We did it. We found a new home. Come on over, everybody." Their voices sounded a bit squeaky because of space magic, which made all the children on Earth giggle. And so, thanks to the courage and cleverness of Dr. Stella and her team of scientists, everyone from Earth packed their bags and moved to their new home planet. They brought their favorite toys, their pets, and lots of plants to make the new planet feel like home. They named the planet New Earth and promised to take very good care of it. They remembered the mistakes they had made on their old planet and decided to do things differently this time. They used clean energy from the sun and wind, kept the ocean sparkly clean, and made sure all the animals had safe places to live. From that day on, the story of the great space adventure was told to all the children on New Earth. It reminded them that with teamwork, clever thinking, and a little bit of courage, they could solve any problem no matter how big. And every night, before bed, the children would look up at the stars and wonder what other adventures might be waiting for them out there in the big, beautiful universe.